Morning, Mr. Monroe.
Oh, good morning.
Merry Christmas to you, Mr. Monroe.
What? Yes, indeed. Merry Christmas to you, too.
Sure enjoyed your cartoons and your writing this year. That stuff of yours gets better all the time. Yes, sir.
Thank you. One of the first signs that Christmas is upon us is when your basic garden variety milkman, barely civil for 50 weeks of the year, becomes a fawning hypocrite, a milk-bearing Uriah Heep, a sudden expert literary critic, founder of the John Monroe Fan Clubs of America. Yes, sir, Christmas is at our throats again. Not that I have anything against Christmas or what it stands for.
You can prove it by buying our daughter Lydia a present.
Get some money off my dresser and buy her a gift.
That's cowardly, John. Cowardly.
I've never denied that. This is my world, and welcome to it.
I don't know why you resist the idea, John.
You have always done the shopping and bought my Christmas present to Lydia. It's a family tradition.
It's a tradition we ought to change.
You do not change tradition. You respect it.
John, imagine how she'll feel Christmas morning. The thought that her father didn't buy her gift with his own hands.
Okay, be considerate. Don't tell her.
She'll know. She's perceptive.
'Tis a season to be jolly and not perceptive.
Oh, John.
She's old enough to realize that Christmas is not just a time for getting presents, but a time for faith and for learning how to mind your own business.
What would you say if I told you that she's actually been working on your present in arts and crafts?
I'd say, what is it?
It's a paperweight made out of a very attractive rock she found at Pawtucket last summer.
An attractive rock for Christmas?
It has green felt padding on the bottom.
Why couldn't Mother Nature think of that?
John, doesn't it make you just a little ashamed of your attitude?
No, I don't think kids care where their presents come from or who buys them. A gift's a gift.
Our daughter is just greedy, then?
In a childish, charming way, yes.
Where is your sense of responsibility, John, or fair play? Where?
Okay. But let me think about it for a few days.
Tonight's Christmas Eve.
Okay. What do you want me to get her?
Well, I happen to know she's very interested in a doll, Feverish Phyllis.
Feverish Phyllis?
It gets a cold. You fill its body with hot water to give it a temperature, and then you open a door under its diapers and insert an ice cube, and its temperature drops to normal.
Say, I wonder if that would work with live people. Well, they've tried everything else for the common cold.
Merry Christmas! Ho, ho, ho! A little something for the pot folks.
Hiya, baby.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas to you!
Let that beard get scratchy, doesn't it?
What, are you taking a Santa Claus survey or something?
No, I was just curious.
Well, look, friend, drop something in there and move on, would you? You're blocking the pot.
Sorry. There you are. Keep the old pot boiling.
I'm eternally grateful to you. Get lost. Merry Christmas, folks! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, folks! Keep the old pot boiled.
The usual, please, O'Malley.
Whatever you like.
Merry Christmas. If you really think so.
Oh, we're not in too good a mood today, are we? Old paranoia acting up?
No, it's just that I've got a problem.
Merry Christmas.
Same to you.
Whatever you say.
Down the hatch.
Let's avoid the more obvious cliches, shall we? Just a simple cheers will do.
You know my wife, Ellen.
Your problems with old Ellen, I take it.
Yes.
I wouldn't consider a divorce right now. In the first place, you can't get a lawyer on the phone. They're out buying presents for the judges. Secondly, to start a divorce action at Yuletide would be in bad taste.
I wasn't thinking of a divorce. Old Ellen and I still love each other.
Okay, if you say so.
You see, every Christmas, Ellen has always bought my gift for our daughter, Lydia. You remember Lydia?
Don't start that again.
This year, Ellen wants me to buy the gift myself, personally, with my own bare hands.
And you're resisting.
Yes.
Well, you see what the syndrome is, don't you? Ellen, female, wife, mother symbol, and mother wants you to do something, and you're resisting the authority, like the child you are.
Nonsense.
Was it nonsense at the turn of the century in Vienna when Sigmund Freud made it?
I resist because women have taken over Christmas to impose their own will. Makes me want to fight back, attack.
Attack, but lay off Christmas.
It's the way I feel.
The junkyard is full of guys who tried. If you want to have a shot at sacred institutions, go after credit cards, or air pollution, or the surtax, or high cab fares.
Are you saying that I should buy the gift?
Absolutely. A good general won't fight unless he thinks he has a chance to win. Play along with the enemy.
I think that that is very sound advice.
And worth a drink for the advisor.
O'Malley,
Whatever you want.
another round, huh? Cheers.
Down the hatch.
What would you move?
Ouch! Get out of my way!
Quit shoving!
I know they were advertised without poker chips, so if you get one package of poker chips and gift wrap the whole thing for me, do you mind? I'm busy. Please, gift wrap it with the poker chips.
I have to get this wrapped in a hurry. Where do I get it wrapped?
Over
please?
there.
Where?
Excuse me, please. Miss, can you tell me where the toy department is?
The store is about to close.
Well, that's very interesting, but it doesn't answer my question.
Sir, I have my own problems.
The toy department.
2 aisles across, 1 down, and through the archway.
Thank you.
Sure.
You wouldn't happen to have a feverish Phyllis doll by any
The
chance?
store closes in exactly 8 minutes.
Feverish Phyllis?
If I don't punch out properly at 6, I could get canned.
I understand it's a small doll that you,
Canned. Nice, isn't it?
Well, you pour hot water in the head of it, and then it... Are you coming back? Madam, are you... Madam?
Oh, just resting.
Oh.
Sorry, pal, I saw it first.
Now, just a minute.
I got a little girl at home.
Well, what do you think I've got? A duck-billed platypus?
I said I saw it first.
Merry Christmas.
What are you, a wise guy?
It's a jungle out there, I tell you. A jungle.
Yeah, sad thing to see.
And dangerous, too. I just tried to buy my little girl a doll, and I was threatened with bodily harm.
Yeah, terrible.
I don't understand what gets into people at Christmas time. They turn into, well, you know. For a store that's still open, this place is pretty quiet.
Well, this isn't our busiest time of the year.
Oh, it's a flag store.
Mm-hmm. Flags, insignia, banners since 1894.
Say. That is a great idea.
What's that?
I'm going to buy my daughter a flag for Christmas.
Oh, people don't buy little girls flags. People buy little girls dolls.
I want to buy my little girl a flag.
You buy a flag for a boat, or a building, or a regiment.
All I've got's a daughter.
All right. Here you are, all 50 stars, regulation stripes. Run you $1.74, including tax.
Well, that's too small.
How big is your daughter?
Well, what difference does it make? I mean, haven't you got something a little more breathtaking than this?
How big did you want to go?
How big have you got?
30 by 60 feet. It's our Iwo Jima number.
Well, I don't want to spoil her exactly. I mean, it is her first flag.
Lydia, Merry Christmas and with love from your secret admirer. Daddy?
Not brilliant, but from the heart.
Your father bought your gift on his own, dear. He even wrote the card himself.
Hmm? My lips move when I write, but I managed.
Oh, that wasn't so hard, was it now, dear?
Murder.
It's a candy striped bedspread.
Nope.
It's a rug.
No.
It's a flag.
Right.
A flag?
The flag of the United States of America. And with it, a staff in 4 sections, and a gold ball with an eagle on it, and a leather shoulder strap with a cup.
A cup?
For walking in, well, you know, parades.
Oh.
Merry Christmas, Lydia.
Thank you, Daddy. I think I better go upstairs. I don't think you're supposed to leave the flag lying around half wrapped under a Christmas tree.
Well, there goes one happy kid.
You mean it just hangs there? In the dead of winter, I saw it. You know what Harry says? What? Anybody who flies the flag of the United States of America for no particular reason must have something to hide.
Well, you just better believe it.
Look, 7 subscription cancellations from Westbury, Connecticut, and all in your neighborhood.
I enjoy the Manhattanite, but I can't support a magazine that employs a man like John Monroe. Take my name off your mailing list. Any man that will do what he is doing.
That one lives right next door to you. He can practically look into your windows.
That's true.
Now, John, every man has a right to live the sort of life he finds most, rewarding.
Uh-huh.
And I don't want to get personal, but what exactly are you doing up there?
Don't you think that's getting personal?
So what if it is?
Well, you said...
I don't care what I said. I want to know what you're doing.
I'm flying a flag.
Don't be a smart mouth.
You asked me.
What kind of a flag?
An American flag.
Old Glory?
That's the one.
You mean that's it? That's what's going on? That's what this is all about?
You sound disappointed.
No, not really.
Hamilton, don't you understand? I'm doing something different, unfamiliar. People don't understand that.
Look, John, I respect your right to be an individual. I want you to be your own man. I want you to do your own thing. All I ask is that you remember this.
What's that, Hamilton?
What I want is unimportant. We got 2 million readers to satisfy.
A committee?
3 of them. Post number 9. Veterans of Lexington and Concord. They've been waiting almost half an hour.
You're not a combat veteran yourself, are you, Monroe?
Well, actually, no. I suppose they felt that if the enemy knew there was a cartoonist in the front lines, they wouldn't take our army seriously.
You ever been to any of our post meetings?
No, I can't honestly say that I have. However, our daughter Lydia does go somewhere regularly on Thursday nights.
Yes, she's a brownie in good standing.
Well, I'll get right down to cases, Monroe. We've been delegated to talk to you about your flag.
What about it?
We want to know why you're flying it.
Well, are you questioning my right to fly it?
Negative. Every American has that right. But we generally have always flown our flags at the same time.
And what we all have out right now are your holly wreaths.
There are no official flag days in December because there's nothing to commemorate in December.
Well, what about Valley Forge? December 19th, 1777?
John's very good on dates.
We have a fine community here, Monroe.
I suppose on Veterans Day, you'll put up a Christmas tree.
Let the commander talk, Harry.
And we pride ourselves in pulling together in matters of this type. Our view is unity in the community. Everybody pulling together as a team.
We've always been the first at the Bloodmobile.
Well,
last year, John almost fainted.
Why don't you take it down?
Well, I'm afraid I can't do that.
Why not?
You're making the rest of us look unpatriotic.
I'm sorry you feel that way about it. But a man who can be intimidated into striking his colors is, after all, no man at all. However, I do thank you, gentlemen, for coming by.
You're out of line, Monroe.
You ought to get in step with the rest of us.
I really wish I could accommodate you, but I'm afraid I cannot.
Now, how about some coffee?
No, thank you, Mrs. Monroe. I think we'll be going.
You haven't heard the last of us.
This is a fine neighborhood, Monroe. Love it or leave it.
Let's go, fellas.
John, you were magnificent. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Ellen. I don't exactly feel flushed with victory. Oh, by the way, with regard to that Bloodmobile, I didn't almost faint. My energy curve went way down, that's all.
My father went out and bought me something special, not just that ordinary stuff.
That's the stupidest thing I ever saw. A flag.
Yeah, at Christmas. Well, is that so? I'll bet I'm the only kid in the country that got a flag.
How do you know?
Well, you didn't get one, did you?
That doesn't mean anything.
My father started shopping for that flag in April.
So what?
Yeah,
Big deal.
So what? He wanted one bigger than the flag on the moon, that's what.
You can't prove it's bigger.
Well, I believe him. And anyway, it's pre-shrunk and perma-pressed.
Looks okay up there.
Yeah, I wish my dad would have gotten me one.
A sled, a football, and the flag? That's a lot.
Well, parents are rich at Christmas.
Lydia?
Yes, Daddy?
I'd like to thank you.
What for?
That spirited defense out there. It was worthy of a Clarence Darrow, at least.
Well, it's only the truth.
Since you brought it up, I might as well confess that I did not start shopping for that flag in April.
No?
No. It was more like 6:15 on Christmas Eve. I had my hands on a feverish Phyllis doll, but somebody took it away from me.
Thank you for telling me, Daddy.
You're welcome.
Daddy? I like the flag, though. I really do.
So do I.
The colors are nice.
Red, white, and blue. I think the country showed very good taste.
It's a really important thing to have.
Oh, absolutely. It's a symbol. It points out that no matter how difficult it is for people at times in this country to understand each other, like you and I, for instance, the flag is a reminder that somehow they've always managed to work things out.
I guess people have gone through an awful lot for it.
Not half as much as I did at 6:15 on Christmas Eve.
I appreciate it. But it would be nice to have a holly wreath, too.
Christmas is just about over.
Well, that's why you could get some great bargains now.
You see what I mean? We understand each other. There. How's that?
It's pretty. I like it.
It's inexpensive. I like it, too.
Oh, John, that looks lovely. I'm so glad you hung it up.
I'm a civic-minded citizen. I don't mind getting in step with the group and staying in line.
John, what are you talking about?
When people make it impossible for you to be an individual, all you can do is go along with them.
Oh. You know what they say, if you can't lick 'em, join 'em.